Warning, the following presentation is controversial and may be offensive to some audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Real quick. See that girl? If you guess what color her panties are, she's gonna do you right here and now. Well, guess what? My answer was red, which was wrong, and I still had sex with her because I know the sensual hunter method. See, right now, I'm gonna show you my super secret process of luring girls in with very innocent conversations, quickly turning them sexual, and before the woman knows it, we're in full-on booty call planning mode, or she's dragging me to her apartment. It's called Sensual Hunter because, to be honest, you're on the prowl and you're not being fair to her or the other guys who are your competition. She might be having a great time with better looking guys at the bar, but then you swoop in and take her away. She may not like you or even want to see you again after you have your way with her. She might even feel fully guilty afterwards, like, what the hell was I thinking? This was so wrong. Or in some cases, she might be banging down your door the next day, begging and pleading for you to give it to her hard again. If you have a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to use the sensual hunter method, which happens to be the easiest way on the planet to take a woman that is not attracted to you and turn her into a panty-soaked sex machine that will not be able to sleep until she has your sweaty body all over her. Now, I understand if you're a bit skeptical. You've had a hard time with women, and the idea of turning a woman who has zero attraction to you into a blazing sex goddess who is dying to get into your pants sounds a little unrealistic at first, right? And I would agree with you because I went through the same thing. My name is Amante, and before I learned what I'm about to show you, I was an absolute disgrace with women. I went through the first 85% of my life barely even getting an occasional date, and nothing I tried worked. No method, no get laid fast products, nothing. I was going through life feeling lonely, ignored, angry. I felt betrayed because I was told relationships were things that were just supposed to happen in life. I believed the hype growing up that you got your first kiss in middle school, then you have steady girlfriends in high school, and then you have wild sexual times in college. And all those milestones passed by me as I desperately waited and had nothing happen. It was a very, very dark time in my life, watching friends in high school and college meet girls, have hot dates, hook up at parties. Well, I was lucky to even have a 2-minute conversation with a woman that didn't walk away in either boredom or disgust. I was so depressed, looking in the mirror, wondering, what's wrong with me? It just started to feel like things would never change, and that I should just accept the fact that I was going to settle for whatever I could get in life. And that's when I met Trevor. It was when I was a few years out of college and starting to grow a little accustomed to never having women in my life. And I met Trevor at a small pub, sleazy-looking guy in a dirty leather jacket. And what got my attention was that he didn't look like a guy who should get laid. You couldn't find a single girl who thought he was attractive. In fact, no women ever approached him or flirted with him. They had no interest. If he smiled or winked at a girl, she'd turn up her nose and look away. You'd be hard-pressed to find a girl who thought he was even half desirable. He was kind of creepy, actually, dressed in a tattered leather jacket and was hunched over. He had terrible posture. Yet a strange thing would happen every time I saw him out. He would somehow get a girl to talk to him for a couple of minutes, and something would change. Her eyes would light up. She'd start ignoring her friends and other people in the room. And if the woman's shirt was thin enough, you could actually see her nipples get hard. And by the end of the night, they'd be walking out of the bar together. After seeing this happen night after night, I had to ask him what he was doing. After all, this wasn't a tall, good-looking guy. He wasn't even particularly funny. He wasn't a good storyteller, wasn't working the room, or being a social butterfly. No one could say he had social proof of any kind. He just had this habit of taking girls home as long as he could speak to her alone. Finally, when I couldn't take it anymore, I confronted him and demanded to know what the hell he was doing. And for some reason, he revealed it to me that night. And over the next 6 months, trained me in everything he knows on seducing women. These were not ways to get a girl's attention or the best pickup lines. It was not how to be alpha or natural or how to keynote touch a woman or anything. They were psychological tricks that literally get a girl to know that you are someone she has to have sex with. These principles are things that politicians use to win elections. In fact, he showed me videos of power-hungry politicians in Eastern Europe using this exact method to not only get into power, but to stay there indefinitely. As I looked at the YouTube videos you showed me, I could see these politicians and rulers using the exact same words, phrasing, and body language that he was teaching me. I was shocked when I realized how this worked. I had to try it. And over time, I mastered the sensual hunter method and everything changed. What's amazing is the sensual hunter method is so powerful for people like you and me who just aren't naturally attractive and turning girls' heads. The sensual hunter method is different because it lets you take women with zero attraction to you and get them all hot and bothered that they have no choice but to sleep with you. Since I learned from Trevor, I slept with dozens of beautiful, sexy, hot women, including a sexy sign holder for MMA fights, a hot medical student that I brought home from the club while I was blasted drunk. Don't listen to anyone who tells you not to drink when meeting women, by the way. A smoking law student that I met in the middle of the street at 11 p.m. and then had sex with her on the first date, and a rich Barbie doll type model who I met on the bus. That last one, by the way, drives a Ferrari her daddy bought her. Though we ended up doing the horizontal mumbo in the back of my tiny smelly car. I was only able to do this because of what I learned in the sensual hunter method. What I said to her on the bus planted the seeds to screw her brains out the next time I saw her. So it goes without saying that I've had unbelievable abundance of wild sex since discovering this method. It's easy for me to kiss women within minutes or even 10 seconds of meeting them, which you will master very soon as well. And people I know who use the sensual hunter method have been able to sleep with 2 women at once. Yes, cha-ching! They've even brought home and slept with erotic dancers directly from the strip club, and they're having more sex than they can comfortably fit in their schedule. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not the best user of the sensual hunter method. I'm just the one who put the method online after I experienced my own amazing success with it. And what's really cool about this is that it works for you no matter how bad you have it now. The sensual hunter works if you're shy or nervous around women or in bars, or if social situations make you feel uncomfortable. It will work if you're not touchy and can't seem to physically escalate with women. And as I already emphasized, it will work no matter what you look like, whether you're fat, skinny, short, or downright ugly. Believe me, I've seen the sensual hunter work for men that are painful for even me to look at. There's no minimal attractiveness that you need. In fact, if you're already handsome and suave, you should probably leave and find another way to meet women, because the sensual hunter is all about taking a girl that isn't attracted to you at all and turning her into someone ravenous to get you in bed and enjoy your body all night. So, if you already have women chasing you down, this won't help you. Now, you may be wondering how the sensual hunter method works and how you can use it to score with the hottest women you've had in your life. The truth is, neither Trevor or me have a degree in psychology or learned this from a book, and I didn't do 1,000,001 approaches to figure out this method. Anyone who says that you need to do thousands of approaches to get good at this is just wasting your time, and people who live the approach like crazy lifestyle are usually failing miserably with women anyway. I didn't need to put that much work and time into meeting women because Trevor helped me answer the one question that you need to know: how to disarm a woman's resistance. Now, here's the scientific way that sensual hunter gets you all the babes you've ever dreamed. See, a woman's mind is like your computer. It has things it's programmed to do, like surf the web, store information, communicate. But there are a few people who would love to hijack your computer and take over it. There are threats to your system like viruses, spyware, and my favorite, which you'll use here, the Trojan horse. To prevent all those nasty things from entering your system, you set up defenses like antivirus software so hackers can't penetrate your computer and make it do what they want. A woman's mind is the exact same way. Women have been programmed from childhood on who they should be having sex with as adults. Everything from the charming prince in Disney movies to celebrities featured in the media. Women have been told there's a specific type of guy they should be with. And guess what, buddy? You ain't it. And neither am I, for that matter. The type women are programmed to give it up to are tall, handsome guys with plenty of friends and lots of money. And if you're lacking even one of those, you're in trouble. And if you're lacking in them all, you're out of luck, man. Because women will be filtering you out from any chance of sleeping with them, both consciously and unconsciously. But there are ugly guys who do get smoking hot women. And I'm going to show you how you can do the same. Well, remember how we were talking about how hackers have trouble getting past a computer's defenses? Well, to get around this, hackers came up with something very ingenious called a Trojan horse. How a Trojan horse works is it's a virus program. It's embedded in another file, like a video game or a tool. And when the person opens the file, the Trojan horse has now infected the system and you don't even know it yet. It's there and the damage is done. Then the Trojan horse will open up and take down all the defenses, including the main defense program. Shutting down the antivirus protection itself because it came in right under the radar. So now your computer is defenseless against anything the hacker wants to insert into your system. And that is exactly how the Sensual Hunter system works to get you laid with women way out of your league. At the start of the conversation, when you first meet a woman, she has her defenses up. She knows she doesn't want to have sex with you. But she'd just love it if you gave her some entertaining conversation and buy her a drink. Little does she know what she's in for. What other guys do in this situation is either give up or spend the entire night trying to change her mind. Not you, because you know that's a losing battle. If you hit on a woman and she's not going to do this, instead, you let her think you're just having a nice platonic conversation. And you plant a seed in her mind that she can't even tell is there. You mention something just vaguely sexually related. Maybe something you read in a tabloid about a celebrity. She's okay talking about Brad Pitt's sex, but she doesn't realize she just let you prop open the door for a sexual dialogue between you and her. Before she knows it, the sexual Trojan horse is at work. Minutes later, you two are discussing your favorite sexual positions and what turns you on. You're leaning in and whispering in her ear about what might be fun for you to do to her. And even if she never in a million years dreamed a guy like you would get her turned on, she's now getting wet by your words and her mind is conjuring up sexual fantasies about you and her getting dirty the entire night. It's too late. You've already won. And whether it takes 5 minutes or 25 minutes, she's going home with you. The sexual Trojan horse has done its job. Another girl in the bag. I want to invite you to be able to do this for yourself every night of your life. This is the ticket to absolute sexual abundance, total confidence with women, and your friends being absolutely amazed and jealous of your results. And you'll make all of this happen with the Sensual Hunter program. It's the only program available on how to absolutely annihilate a woman's defenses, so she has no choice but to sleep with you. I'm not going to lie. There's not hours and hours of material. It's a pretty simple process you can learn in the gist of about 15 minutes, and once you master it, you'll have the power to go out and get in bed with the women you truly want, instead of having to settle for ladies you're only semi-attracted to. This is how you're going to get things like oral or full sex on the first date, one-night stands with women you're actually proud to show off to your friends, and quick sexual encounters that you don't have to spend a ton of time on. If you're spending a lot of time in bars trying to pick up women, this will tremendously cut down the amount of time you need to spend talking to girls. If you're using online dating, this will make every date you get 37 times more likely to end up in oral or sex. And if you just want to go about your day and meet women in class or at the gym, this will make it so that you have a system to pick up any girl you see at the time. The reason why the Sensual Hunter system is so successful is that it doesn't try to fight a woman's defenses, nor does it pretend it's not there, nor does it tell you to only look for women who are already down to sleep with you. The Sensual Hunter will let you reach inside a woman you want and completely disengage her resistance so she can't help but imagine herself having hot, steamy sex with you. In Sensual Hunter, you'll learn things like how to quadruple your chances of getting laid the moment you step into a bar, or anywhere really, by setting off a magnetic signal to alert any girl already looking for sex that you are an experienced guy who can give her passionate nights she will never forget. The best part? This will only alert the girls who are already turned on and will not have an effect on women who you need more time to seduce. You're going to learn the best ways to get these looking for action women so hot that they can't wait for you to rip their clothes off and give it to them hard. As for the other women in the bar, well, you're going to learn the sexual Trojan horse method. This is what lets you slip completely under the radar using simple conversion techniques. With the Sensual Hunter method, you have everything you possibly need to totally own the nighttime environment to pick up women, and I can't emphasize enough, the Sensual Hunter method is designed to get you women that are not into you at all. I built my entire game on picking up women that were not just uninterested, but totally against hooking up with me. This is because Sensual Hunter lets you plant those sexual seeds in a woman's head that blossom in absolute desperation to have you in bed. And as for women who already sort of think you're cute, this will be like dumping gasoline on a blazing fire. Because once you've gone through Sensual Hunter, picking up women who already like you a little bit will be like shooting fish in a barrel. Now, I want to make sure you completely learn the Sensual Hunter method, so I made this not an ebook, but a full multimedia immersion experience. You get full videos where I take you through every piece of your game, from what to do when you step. This is so you know my exact tonality, exact places to pause, and exact delivery. You ever notice that when you try something from an ebook or forum post, it just doesn't work? That's basically because your brain can't tell how something is supposed to sound like just by reading it. So I want to make sure you have the full experience and even include the audio MP3s that you can download and play in your car. This will help you absorb the material at a cellular level, and you also get PDF worksheets to keep you fully engaged in your Sensual Hunter plan. Trust me, this will get you to your sexy bedroom escapade goals so much faster. You'll access all of this in the members area site. You'll get a login and password and start going through the material within minutes from now. You don't even have to download a thing. All you need is a regular web browser. Everything is streaming, but of course the audios and PDFs are there for you to download at your own convenience. It's just one more reason why Sensual Hunter is by far the best program on how to take any woman in a bar who has no interest in you and convert her into a lustful animal who's pinning for you to bend her over. Now, we've talked a lot about nighttime, bar, and club game, but what about the daytime? To be honest, nighttime is really all you need, but I want you to prove for yourself that the Sensual Hunter method works everywhere, on the street, in class, and even with women you're already friends with that have outright rejected you. So, just to make the whole world your seduction playground, I'm going to include the day game predator sequence. This way, 24 hours a day, you always have access to the method that can line your calendar with access to hot women. Next time you're talking to a hot barista at Starbucks, you've got it in the bag. And when you're walking the mall and spot a couple of cute girls on their way to a movie, you know the hottest one is going home with you. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Chances are with day game, you're going to get a phone number and have a date before having sex with someone, but it's still extremely effective as a system for getting laid consistently. And that's why this bonus program has a value of $27, which you're getting for free with your purchase of Sensual Hunter. In this full-out multimedia course, you're going to have more access to hot women than you've ever dreamed, which is why the standard price of $67 is more than worth it. To be honest, I could easily charge more than $100 because this isn't some ebook you just sit and finish in an hour. It's a full immersion experience where you hear the tonality and see in front of you step-by-step examples to guarantee you can't screw this up. However, I do have a confession to make. I want the Sensual Hunter method to get fully off the ground and learned around the world. It's new, and I want my buddies in the industry to help promote it. And other dating coaches and self-development teachers told me, Don, I want to recommend this, but the price is too high for my students. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take almost 1/3 off the price that I had my mind set on and make this go from $67 to $47. Just click the Add to Cart button to get in on this right now. You still get the daytime predator sequence included, and I'm also going to throw in 2 more items just to make sure that this is a ridiculously good deal. So, along with the Sensual Hunter method and the day game predator sequence, you also get the How to Make a Girl Ejaculate training module. This was going to be its own completely separate product, and to be honest, it'll probably be sold separately very soon. But if you know how to give a girl an orgasm, she will brag to her friends about it. Not only will she keep coming back wanting to sleep with you again and again, but you'll be having sex with more and more women. See, for some odd reason, women know when a guy is good at sex. It shows in your confidence, your posture, your voice. When it becomes crystal clear to you that you can make a woman ejaculate at will, then sex isn't something you're getting from her. It's something you're giving. with her actually getting the better end of the bargain. You'll enjoy sex more. She'll enjoy sex a lot more, and you'll get much more of it, which is why this How to Make a Girl Ejaculate method is valued at $37, which you're going to get for free just for giving the Sensual Hunter method a test drive. What more could you want? That's already a value of $131 for $47 already. But just to make it even sweeter for you, I'm going to include a free month of my $29.99 amazing 6-month lifestyle challenge. This is my monthly program where I take you through my entire 6-month journey with my mentor, Trevor. Everything I learned in that wild 6-month period will be shared with you. You already have the whole system in the Sensual Hunter program. This is just the full shebang where every part of your lifestyle is transformed for you to be a girl-getting machine. Just click the Add to Cart button to get this all now. So when you add up the value, you have Sensual Hunter, $67, Day Game Predator, $27, How to Make a Girl Ejaculate, $37, first free month of the amazing 6-month challenge, $29.99. Total value, $160.99, and you're going to pay only $47. So let's get started. Are you ready? Click the nice button below so we can stop talking about get you laid and actually do it. Let's be honest. You wouldn't still be here talking to me if two things weren't true. A, you want to be getting laid a lot more than you already are. B, you know this program has a very good chance of doing that for you. The only question on your mind has to be, well, what if it doesn't work? Well, I want to make this easy for you. Test drive the Sensual Hunter for a full 60 days. Go through all the bonuses. Hell, keep the bonuses on your hard drive. If by the end of the 60-day trial, you decide that you are not absolutely amazed with how many women you're getting, then just contact my support staff and get a full refund. And still, keep the bonuses. Yes, I stand by a full 100% money back guarantee. So you're entitled to every penny back, including tax, if you're dissatisfied for any reason or even no reason. I'm not going to ask any questions. To be honest, I won't even see your cancellation. So, if you try out anything in the Sensual Hunter and it doesn't work for you, then contact support, get a full refund. Or, if you start going through the course and say, hey, this stuff looks like it would work, but I'm too scared to try it, then I'll respect that and give you a 100% refund. And if after looking at this information, you decide you wish you'd spent that $47 on internet porn instead, then go back and ask for your money back. I really don't care. If you're not using the Sensual Hunter method to get laid more than you ever imagined, then I'd rather not have you here anyway. So now, you have a decision to make. Are you going to take the risk-free 60 days to experience all the Sensual Hunter can do for you and experience sexual exhilaration beyond a frat boy's fantasy? Or are you going to stay stuck where you are now, alone and frustrated, watching other guys get laid while you have to settle for masturbation on a Saturday night? Let's face it. If things were going to change on their own, they would have by now. There's no reason to pretend that you just need a little more time and that things will just fall into place. Believe me, I know what it's like to go through weeks, months, and even years in a sexual drought. Nothing's going to change. The truth is, if you just wait around, yeah, you may find some woman that will marry you, but you know that you're settling even if she doesn't. And you'll look back wondering why you never took advantage of the time where you could have been picking up 19 to 22-year-old girls at night, having an absolutely wild, wonderful time that every man should experience at some point in their life. Don't let a fully refundable $47 get in the way of your life happiness. The greater risk to your happiness is not trying this program out. So don't hurt yourself by letting life pass you by. Instead, take the next step and meet me in the members area, where you'll learn exactly how to take a hopeless case where a woman has no interest in you and turn it into a situation where she's the one nearly forcing you to take your clothes off. Sexual abundance for the rest of your life is literally only a few clicks away. Don't let it pass you by. Click Add to Cart and let's make it happen. Amante.